And it's time for our Merrill catch-up now with Bob Parker. Bob, did you have a nice weekend?
It was a busy weekend,
yes.
Megan. Pretty interesting weekend watching what was going on with the boy racers, the antisocial road users. And we were told there was going to be a very big convoy running around the city. And the event, it wasn't as bad as we had feared it would have been. I think we're getting already cut through with the rules that we have in the city. And I think the new bylaw, which comes in on Thursday, is one more tool. The police asked us to bring it in, and the police are very confident that they can use this new bylaw to make a difference in our city.
So in a sense, what will the bylaw mean, Bob?
Effectively, it means that people who want to use the major avenues around the city as a place to drive dangerously, to spin the wheels, hang out windows, shout and generally upset people by making a lot of noise and acting dangerously, that we now have a rule that the police can use that can stop them doing that. It results in an instant fine of $150 the first time, and on the second time they're caught, if it's within a month, their car will be taken away.
Great.
So, you know, it's a really strong piece of work. Just one more tool, not a silver bullet. It really will make more difference, though.
That's right. So that takes effect from Thursday.
That takes effect from Thursday. You'll see the signs going up around the avenues.
That's great. Now we're talking about the annual plan, some good news within the annual plan, which is great. For a start, let's talk about the rates increase.
Well, the rate level will be around about 3.9% increase, and that's right in line with our goal of making all rate increases over the next 10 years 4% or less.
Great.
So we're bang on target there. It's a good program. We've got a really strong, a very positive program for the future in place in the city, whilst we're also looking after all the present day issues. A grant of $2 million in there for the city mission, for the most vulnerable folk in our city. City mission are building a brand new facility so they can help more people, a wider range of people, and do it in appropriate facilities. So we're really proud of being part of that resolution.
Yes, that's huge, isn't it? It's going to make such a difference.
They do amazing work, and Michael Gorman and the team down there are the most among the most special people that we have in our city. So for us to be able to support them on behalf of our community, which is what we're doing, is great news.
Yeah, very satisfying. Also good news about the being brought forward for the sewer upgrade as well.
Yes, the sort of less exotic and exciting side of the job that I do is there's a lot of stuff around wastewater, sewer pipes as we used to call them, and water supplies. But we're using a new technological innovation which we pioneered on the ocean outfall. Great how the estuary is getting cleaner by the day now, isn't it, since we put that in. And we used a micro-boring system instead of trenching for pipes. We're going to use that same approach on the new main sewer pipe that heads out to the southwest of the city. It's less intrusive, it's quicker. By condensing the program, we're going to save around about $14 million for our ratepayers. So technology and timing are really going to help us.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Good news. And the upgrade of the Ferrymead Bridge, I know this is welcome news as well to a lot of those residents out there too, and keeping that historic bridge.
Well, absolutely right. Well, the bridge location will stay the same, but the bridge will actually change. And one of the issues for us was that it did not receive the government subsidy that we felt it was due, and we were actually going through that process, trying to get them to revisit that. But we were determined that the bridge had to go in. So in the meantime, even without the subsidy program, we're still going to do it so the folk in that area can get some small relief to the significant traffic issues that they face around the bays from Ferrymead right around through to Sumner.
That's right.
So yeah, it's part of a bigger program which will improve the roadway right through to that area, widen it, create more space, make it safer, and we hope begin to alleviate some of the traffic problems that people have experienced. And
make it a nice experience to be heading out to that beautiful part of our city.
Well, it's a great, as long as you're heading in the other direction in the morning, you're okay, you don't have a problem. But for people commuting in and out, if they're not using public transport, and clearly we'll have a public transport lane heading in that direction in the future, which should get faster responses there. But the road itself doesn't have the capacity now for the traffic at peak times, and so what we're doing is gradually increasing that capacity. Ferrymead Bridge is the #1 big project.
Wonderful news. Now, Bob, I have to ask you, because you had the dubious honour of being in the dirtiest flat last week.
It was just an absolutely shocking place there.
It looked bad, obviously. Being in amongst it wasn't too much fun either.
No, well, I couldn't believe it when I got down there. I mean, I knew it was some kind of a stunt, but when I got down there, the filth and the smell and the reality of the situation was absolutely appalling. And I don't want our city to have the reputation of the worst student flat in New Zealand. So I struck a deal with a group of volunteers to help them get in there and do some cleaning up, and I made a donation to a local charity in return for that. So at least we can say that that dirtiest flat is now being cleaned up.
Good.
But I understand the landlords asked the tenants to move on, so
interesting.
I guess that's one competition they wish they had never won.
Yeah, I mean, we like it. We can keep that. They can stay down in Dunedin, that kind of stuff, can't it?
It is just disgusting. I guess it does highlight one of the big projects that we've got on at the council, which is working with the university, CPIT and Lincoln, as well as other organisations in the city, to build in the central city area, on the land that we own in there, an international student village. It was one of the V5 projects that was picked by business and the university as a project that will add real wealth and value to our community, and that will be a resolution in the medium term for these sorts of issues.
Great to see. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Bob. Lovely to see you again.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And we'll catch up with you again very soon.
Thank you.